Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video, we are diving into signature scent. So what is a signature scent? It is going to be probably for the girl who has maybe 1 to 2 fragrances. She loves to rotate these back and forth, or even if you have a collection, this is just one you pull for like 80% of the time. Unless there's like some special occasion, you're probably going to have your signature scent on, and there is nothing wrong with that. Don't think that you have to have 200 fragrances to make the world go around, because you don't. So the fragrances that I have pulled out for you today, I feel like they're quite versatile. They're really beautiful. They're elegant. And I feel like these are fragrances or scents that people just would not mind smelling on you a lot. So it's probably not going to be your rose oud. It's probably not going to be your super dark, deep, spicy, ambery fragrances that you can only wear for the dead of December. All right, you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into this list because I'm really excited to share what I have with you today. All right, so this first one is going to be a very unique floral fragrance. If you're a florals girl, but you are literally tired of smelling the same sweet white florals you have in your Sephora's, your Ulta's, your Macy's counter, well, I really do think that you should dive into the house of Dulcita. I have preached this for years on my channel now, and I feel like Fleur de Lita is one of the most beautiful and unique floral compositions. There is just something really beautiful about the way that this particular perfumer does her fragrances. Definitely a woman's touch and a very unique quality because of the florals that she chooses to put in there. You have an exotic mix that is usually unnamed, and you just have no idea really what you're smelling. You just know that it smells amazing. Fleur de Lita opens with notes of white lily, galbanum, magnolia, ylang ylang, May rose. You have middle notes of exotic floral notes, ambrette or muskmellow, and you have base notes of ambergris, sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, and tonka bean. So you really do get a beautiful green quality from that galbanum that was mentioned, and there is just this beautiful creaminess about this scent. The magnolia you can actually pick out. And like I said, just very exotic. I love, love, love ambrette, and you can really smell it come through in this fragrance. You don't get a load of ambergris, like it doesn't smell like it has a huge ambergris presence, but it is mentioned in the base. But if that's usually a note that you don't vibe with, I don't think it will be a problem in this particular fragrance. Again, just a house that I would highly recommend you dive deep into if you truly love beautifully composed floral fragrances. This one has some sweetness to it from the vanilla and warmth from the tonka. So cannot recommend this one enough. Again, Fleur de Lita from the house of Dulcita. All right, so next one is going to be a budget-friendly option, but when I tell you, I would not mind smelling like this every day of my life, because since I've had it, it has taken over my life. This is Oud Tonka. So Oud Tonka, please don't let the name deter you, because like your SHAGHAF ouds, and it's not oud at all. I don't smell any oud, okay? So I think that this fragrance, though it is very tonka bean forward, this definitely is more of a warm but fresh scent. Oud Tonka opens with almond, and though this is fresh, there's definitely a beautiful sweetness to it. You've got some cinnamon, you have some orange blossom and Turkish rose, and then in the base you have tonka bean, amber wood, and vanilla. Again, no mention of oud, so fear not if you are not a oud girly. Now, I get something maybe a little citrusy in here that's not mentioned, but it could just be the way they have done the orange blossom. I don't know, but something about this like has like this bergamot feel or presence that just really does keep this, again, really fresh. Like rose and orange blossom, they don't usually denote fresh necessarily. Like this doesn't come off as anything super floral. It comes off as a very beautifully done fresh tonka bean, almond, and vanilla scent, and I love it. This one to me wears particularly a little powdery. Maybe that's from the tonka bean, but I feel like you could wear this any day of the week and just smell phenomenal, and I love it. Like I rave about this so much because I think it's so worth the price point, and I love it. I was not a fan of BDK's Velvet Tonka, it just feel really flat on my skin. Like, I could not justify paying that price and buying a full bottle of it. This one leans a little bit sweeter, and I personally enjoy this one a lot more. Some may disagree, but if you're looking for something in that same vein, then definitely check out Oud Tonka. Again, I think that this is so beautiful and signature scent worthy, even though the notes wouldn't suggest something that you would wear every day. It's definitely all year. You can pull this one out. Next up is going to be one that I've been talking about a lot, and this is definitely crowned my new queen of Neroli Orange Blossom scents. So this is All Feminine, and this is from the house of Emika, and the way that they have balanced this fragrance, I simply cannot. There is Orange Blossom, but there is also Neroli, so that is what you're going to get. You have to be a lover of those florals, but if you are, you would be remiss if you did not at least get your nose on this. I mean, it is just stunning. You have the petitgrain, but trust me when I say I don't feel like the petitgrain gets overly green. And petitgrain absolutely can be very sharp, very off-putting, as it is a lot of fragrances. But I don't find it to be here. It is beautifully sweetened up by the vanilla. You do have some patchouli and sandalwood in the base, just rounding it. And you also have all of these white florals accompanied with the rose. So it really does help to balance out the white florals to the point where they will not come across as overly sharp. And I think that's really important when you're talking about Orange Blossom and Neroli in the scent, and you have jasmine. You really do need some other type of floral to help balance it, and that is what the rose does in this particular scent. You have a little bit of muskiness. It is a little on the woody side, but this is just grown woman femininity, and I think they named it perfectly. All Feminine is definitely, you should also get your nose on, because it is a 10 out of 10 Orange Blossom scent for me. Next up is going to be Valaya by Parfums de Marly. You guys, it is just so stunning. Okay, you have a very beautifully woody, spicy presence from the Akigala wood that is very prominent in this fragrance. And if you don't like this scent, it's probably because of that note. But if you're on board with that note, I think you would absolutely love this one. Valaya is definitely going to be for the girl who loves those fresh and musky scents, but she wants it to feel really floral and feminine. So this opens with aldehydes, mandarin orange, bergamot, and white peach. In the mid, you have orange blossom, Petalia, lily of the valley, vetiver, nymphial, and mahonia. And then in the base, you have your musk, ambroxan, akigala wood, and vanilla. You know, from my favorite nose, he just knows how to do the damn thing and blend the damn thing, but 10 out of 10 freshy, okay? 10 out of 10, a musky fragrance with all the beautiful moleculars that really do help this to perform. Now, if this, you love the scent, okay, but it is not within your budget, I totally get it. This is the dupe, the only one you ever need to consider for Valaya. This is going to be Mystique Bouquet, and this is from the house of Afnan. Now, I mentioned this has a Mahonia note in it. So Mahonia is a proprietary note that only a Givaudan perfumer can use, because it is something that you can patent, and you know, it's only available with that particular firm if you use one of their perfumers to create your scent. And it has it in here, okay? It's also listed in here, okay? So we know that these are probably from the same nose. I cannot confirm that or deny that, but it smells just like Valaya, you guys. It smells like Valaya, and it has a proprietary note. So it definitely came from a Givaudan perfumer. And to me, the only difference is I don't get a huge Akigala feel from this one. It's almost like if you took Valaya and you merged it with another Quentin Beige fragrance, Fleur Narcotique, you would have this fragrance. Fleur, Valaya are very close, very similar, a lot of the same notes. But I feel like it's a little muskier, a little more molecular, and then you have the Akigala wood, okay? I feel like this one is using more of a white woods in place of the Akigala wood, okay? You do still get a woody presence, but it's not going to be, you know, as punchy as that particular note in Valaya, but everything else is the same. So if you found that you did not like the particular note in Valaya and you wish that it was either dialed back or taken out, here you go. Every other thing that you smell in Valaya is present in here. The way it's composed, the way it's balanced, everything. This is your girl, okay? And I'm about to be layering and spraying and doing all the things with Mystique Bouquet all spring and summer long. I love it, and I highly recommend this one as like a 98% dupe of Valaya. Excellent performance as well. Next is going to be one for the girl who loves a very feminine fragrance, but very green. This is Castling. And I don't think a fig could smell any better than this. It really doesn't get any better, you guys. So this has some greenness to it because it's the fig leaf that you're getting, not necessarily the fig fruits. But I find in perfumery that I really do prefer the fig leaf, and it really comes through here. It is the star, and Castling is just absolutely gorgeous. You have some woods in the base, I think a vetiver, that really do help ground the fragrance. So you have lotus, iris, and freesia. It does come off really powdery and just so freaking feminine from those middle notes. Oh my goodness. And not your everyday floral composition. The lotus, the freesia, the powdery iris, they really do work together to create a really feminine, like soft touch but green scent. Okay, you have some vanilla in the base with some musk, some sandalwood and other woody notes, vetiver like I mentioned, but it is just stunning. 10 out of 10 feminine fragrance. And if you love green scents, if you love fresh, if you love the idea of smelling like a beautiful lotus flower, then that is what Castling is. Cannot recommend this one enough. Also, remember, you guys, you can save 10% when you shop Mind Games Direct. If you are interested, definitely check the description box. The details are always there. Next is going to be Yin Transformation. Yin Transformation is for the girl who loves to keep it cute and fresh, a little citrusy, and very powdery, musky. If that's your vibe, you want something that you know is not going to be off-putting scent-wise, but they can still smell on you. You just smell like a woman, a grown woman who just has it all together, you guys. Like, that is what Yin Transformation is. There's this watery quality to it, but it's also got this powdery quality to it. Very hard to describe because I'm describing really just polar opposite things, but trust me, you'll get what I mean when you actually spray this on your clothes, when you try this on your skin. It is absolutely gorgeous and one that I highly recommend if you are a freshy girl. Next up is going to be one that is really budget friendly, but when I tell you this thing smells so expensive. This is Floral Oud, and this is from CASSONADE. This is just like, I feel like Dulcita could have, like, this could be in the Dulcita house because it's got these really gorgeous complexities about it that you just don't see in your everyday floral fragrance, especially at this price point. This smells expensive. This really does have a little bit of everything, and it comes together to create a symphony for your nostrils. That is how I would describe this. So it opens with a mandarin and rose. You have orange blossom, a very beautiful, crisp, slightly sweet pear. You've got jasmine, and then in the base you've got some amber wood, you've got sandalwood, you've got Peruvian balsam, and it is just opulence. Like, this is opulence for a very affordable price point, you guys. If you're looking for a signature scent that really does have a unique quality to it, then give Fleur Oud a try. There's no oud that I pick up on in the notes or my nose, so I think it's just, you know how the Middle Eastern houses can do. They could just throw the word oud on the title and scare us all in the States, but it really doesn't necessarily mean that there's oud in the fragrance. You always have to kind of pair the notes. Oud-free Fleur Oud is definitely one I highly recommend. Next up is going to be one for the girl who really doesn't like the white florals, who doesn't like the roses, and who particularly still enjoys a vanilla fragrance, but you don't want anything that's going to be super sweet and childlike. Well, I have the grown woman for you, and it is definitely going to be Luby Rouge, because what you're getting is something very warm and spicy, but powdery. So you have notes of iris, cardamom, and vanilla. And to me, they really do share the spotlight equally. You get lots of cardamom in here, okay? But you get a lot of vanilla. And, you know, the iris component of this is definitely like the entire feel. You get this lipsticky vibe. It's very soft and powdery, and it's warm and spicy, and you just smell insanely beautiful. You smell very grown up. okay, about your bag, about your business, but you really do enjoy a warmer scent. Not everyone is an orange blossom, white floral girl. I get that. So I feel like this one is probably going to be the one that you actually would love to check out because it's a little different from a lot of the ones that we've discussed, but nonetheless very feminine. A warm, spicy scent that really can be worn all year. So again, if you love iris, check out Luby Rouge from the house of Christian Louboutin. Last but not least, it's going to be the tried and true Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is just one of those fragrances I feel like I will forever feature on my channel because it is the classiest little thing in my collection. This is juniper berries, okay? It is vanilla. It's very musky. There is a very woody presence to this, and then you have these little unique spicy components like your nutmeg, your coriander, and of course you've got lots of amber and vanilla in here. You enjoy those musky fragrances. You want something truly elevated and, you know, something that you can wear day or night, dress it up, dress it down. Like this can be worn to a black tie event. This can be worn to brunch with the ladies. This can be worn on a date night. This will literally take you wherever you need to go in life. Okay, airplane, you can wear her. Wedding day, you can wear her. Doesn't matter. One of the most gorgeous vanilla scents to me that's not very sweet. Some people think this is really sweet. I don't get that. To me, I get like this beautiful woody vanilla with an aromatic, you know, fresh spicy quality. That is how I would describe Gentle Fluidity Gold. And once she's done, she will definitely be getting re-upped. Love this one. Again, Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Drop me a comment below and let me know your favorite signature scent picks. Give me your top 3. You guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure that the notification bell is turned on and set to all. And last but not least, give the video a big thumbs up as it helps the channel to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.